Is Ansel officially out and does Broxy come in?
No, Nicky didn't come up. Trained yesterday, but he's still not 100%, so no point. It's a long trip over there, risking him, and so we'll leave him out, and Broxy will come in.
Is it a big loss given the sort of form that Shane Smeltz is in at the moment?
Oh no, not really. I didn't expect Nick Ansell to stop Shane Smeltz. It's I guess it's about us collectively what we do, and they've got some attacking threats, Smeltz and McGarry in good form. Travis Dodd can always score, so we've got to do a good job defensively. But again, it comes down to us as a unit, and Broxy's he's been really good when we've put him back there. So I've got full faith that he'll do a good job.
I think you've got a pretty poor record in Perth. Can you explain that? Is it the travelling? Is it something else?
I don't have a poor record in Perth. I've got a good record. In fact, Melbourne Victory have a poor record, look, I mean, it's just one of those things, I guess. It's a tough trip over there, no doubt, in any code going over the west, and, from our point of view, it'll be a challenge, but that's a good thing. I guess it'll show, what progress we're making. If we can go over there and play well and get a result, would be further evidence that we're progressing as a team. So I mean, we kind of like those kind of challenges when we haven't done too well in the past.
Why do you have a good record against Perth personally?
Me personally now, I don't know, mate. Like I said, I mean, it is a tough trip, no doubt, over there. But I don't think it's about me personally, but certainly I think teams I coach, we try and win wherever we go, and I think if you put up barriers of thinking that something's going to be a tough trip and go over there with a negative mindset, then particularly a place like Perth, you let them get on top of you. They've got massive crowds, but they've got real vocal crowds and can lift their team. So, from our point of view, it's just about continuing our good form and going there trying to win a game of football and not be reserved or conservative in our approach.
How do you view them? Do you reckon they're a bit vulnerable because they haven't really got any momentum at any stage this season, have they?
Well, I mean, I think they're one of a number of teams where, they haven't got really a consistency of results, so they're kind of caught in that middle pack, but they're definitely, they're still a dangerous side, and I think their home form's still pretty solid regardless. I think they probably haven't travelled that well this year, so from our point of view, it's still going to be a difficult game, and they do have match winners, there's no doubt about it. I mean, Liam Mellor is an outstanding player, Jacob Burns is a good player, and as I said, Smelty and McGarry, Dodd. They've got individuals who, if you're not playing well, if you're off your game, can hurt you.
What do you think about Jacob Burns? He gets a lot of, I guess you'd say, criticism for being maybe too physical. What do you personally think of him?
Oh, look, he does a job for his team. He's an outstanding leader, and he does a great job for his side. So, I mean, I sit on the bench. No game is physical for me unless somebody falls across the plastic chair or something. But But he's their captain, and in many ways their driving force. So he's a really important part of what they do.
Considering you do have a good record on Perth and the team a bad record on Perth,
changed now.
Will you be sort of speaking to the team about sort of how to adjust to such a four-hour travel time and their preparation, that sort of thing?
Yeah, look, it is a long trip, but like I said, half that's just a mental battle. Like with any kind of game, you can build yourself up to believing it's going to be something, but ultimately it's still just a game of football that we're going to try and win. And I guess the beauty for us is that our approach every week doesn't really change, and the players have certainly understood that by now, that whether we're playing home or away or whatever team we're playing, we're going to try and win a game. But we're certainly not going to go over there trying not to lose. And because of that mentality, it shouldn't really matter how far you're travelling or the ground you're playing on. You're trying to outplay an opposition and get the points, and that's what we'll be doing tomorrow.
Craig Bellamy spending a bit of time at training. Can you tell us about that?
We obviously share the facility with Melbourne Storm, and look, they're a great organisation, very successful organisation. From our point of view, it's something we can learn from, and look, they just wanted to spend the week with us, and he's been great. He's showed the boys how to tackle, so we might get some interesting ones on the weekend. But he's been good. And like I said, I mean, just goes to show he's a guy who's at the absolute top of his game, but he's still trying to see if he can learn some new stuff. So there's a message and a lesson there for everyone.
Have you given him any advice on what he should do with his own future?
No. I don't think Craig's the kind of guy who you can joke around about things like that.
How's recruiting going?
It's going okay. Yeah, I mean, we brought young Francesco in this week, which is good. He's a young guy who's tried to taking the leap and trying to get a professional career for himself in Europe. And things probably haven't panned out like he wanted to, but he's still very ambitious and wants to forge a career for himself, starting back here. And there's a pretty good conversion rate for players like that. There's a massive upside if they turn out to be good footballers. So, and it's a busy time, so we're working on a few things, and from our point of view, it's just about making sure that whatever decisions we make, as I keep saying, decisions will all be for the long term. It won't be about just trying to put band-aids over any potential weaknesses at the moment.
What do you think of Archie's bright new pink boots?
Oh, look, between his and Marco's new boots, and I don't know. I mean, I kind of look at the guys who wear black boots these days because they're the rare ones. So it takes a bit of guts to wear black boots these days. The coloured ones are for the soft ones. So I've got no idea. As long as they score goals, I don't care what colour they are. So.
Is he copying Roger Federer?
Yeah. So now you're going down a path. Fashion's not my. If you probably seen, no, I shouldn't say that, but no, fashion's not my thing, so I'm not really sure.
Bit of a weird one, but can I just ask, are you disappointed?
Weirder than the last one?
Yeah. Just the scheduling, the fact that it has happened to come up against the BBL final in Perth, does it bother you? Do you have an opinion?
Oh no, look, I mean that's the window we're in. We can't avoid every sport. We've done pretty well. There's obviously the rugby codes and AFL. We've got a good little window in here, but you can't avoid every sport. At the end of the day, there's going to be some clashes along the way. But Melbourne this time of year is a fantastic place to be because there's so many good sporting events on, and this weekend happens to be some good sporting events in Perth, and it's great. And if anything, I think it adds to the excitement of being in that town.